Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another update video. This is just going to be a quick video I'm going to be making just to cover the changes that came out in version 0.68. I'm doing this because in my opinion this is the best patch that's come out so far. I mean arguably outside of the balancing patch, although this one does have some balancing effects in it. So I wanted to quickly cover these and kind of talk about the two big changes that came to cards in this game. That's being Ruination and the Advanced Despina. So first I want to go through the little list of stuff that changed. Trials are free until June 7th because of all the issues that we've been having with the trials. The tickets getting used up and no trial, people getting kicked out of their trial halfway through and not being able to save their progress. So if you're watching this video before June 7th, hey, go have some fun, play some trials. I also wanted to take this opportunity to announce that people are trying to organize a Spellweaver tournament, kind of along the lines of what they do with Hearthstone, live on the, live on Twitch. I volunteered as a commentator or to play, and the tournament is scheduled for June 8th, which was originally when I was going to start streaming. But if the situation comes up where the tournament happens on the 8th, then you can watch me there. And I believe the tournament won't go for more than a day or two, so once the tournament is over, although the plan is round robin on Monday, and then the following Sunday would be the finals. So if we can get all the tournament done on Monday, if that's going to be done on Monday, then I'll just start streaming Tuesday to Friday. I just wanted to update everyone, who watches my channel that way. First, we're going to go with the trial fixes. They've added a lot of generous fame awards added to all games. I did some quick games against the AI, one where I won, and then one where I purposefully lost. When I won, it was 25 gold for a win and 20 fame, and then it was 10 fame no gold for a loss against the AI. So that makes actually grinding, fame and levels or whatever you want to call it against the AI viable, and that's so great for new players who want to get into the game and have to grind up to get to up to where they need to be to craft cards and get all the other added bonuses that I'll discuss later. Personally, I am a huge fan of this because it lowers the cost of entry, so to speak, of this game so much, and it makes it so much more welcoming to new players, which is what we need, especially with this game heading into open beta. I'm not going to go too much into the trials because I still haven't tried the trials because of because I'm saving it for my live stream. But you can pause these and read these, or you can go on the forums or open the game yourself and check it out. This video is primarily going to be about the other fixes or the other changes. First off, you can buy starter decks from the home screen now. Which I have all of them, so I haven't gotten to use, but I'm sure we'll all figure it out when it goes open beta. Each starter deck can be purchased once, unlocking its quest zone, which means you can't buy them multiple times for the quick shrines, which is fine, because of the way they've changed up how easily you're going to be able to level and how easily you're going to be able to grind out gold and other rewards. Primarily, each 5th fame level allows you to get a free starter deck, so that's going to be huge for new players. People who are coming into this game fresh are going to get free decks. They're going to be able to get all 6 starter decks for free as long as they're willing to grind for it. And even then, they're going to find those 1 or 2 starter decks and build a deck out of those, and not really need the other starter decks just yet. So that saves people a lot of gold in the sense that they're going to be grinding out games to get the starter decks and using that gold to get packs and building their collection that way. Game features are unlocked at lower fame levels. Now that's not really all that specific, but it does mean that probably you won't have to grind out to level 15 in order to get crafting. I don't know what the levels are exactly, but hey, that's great in my book. Unlocking quest points rewards you with cards. That one's self-explanatory. You unlock you say you have to unlock an order area and it's play 10 games with an order hero or something. Once you do that, it rewards you with cards as well as a new quest node. Again, the price of entry lowered for new players. It blows my mind just how awesome this patch is. Um, Only quick games count for quest progression. That means that if you have a quest, you have to play in quick battle, which means AI, friendly, or ranked. Trials will not count towards quests, which is fine because games against the AI are quick and they're easy and you can knock out your quests that way. Card changes. This is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. These are the big ones. Fix the name of the Triangelica skill. Okay, that's more of a kind of a polish. And they renamed Zash's basic skill. Advanced Despina's skill reworked one more time. This I will get into in a second. This is big in my opinion. Night Recruiter is now leveled, has its level decreased, and so does Bloodborne Prince. These two are cards that aren't seeing a whole lot of play that I'm sure the game developers want people to try out. Ruination now forces both heroes to sacrifice 3 artifacts. I'll discuss that in a second. Unstable Reactor doesn't damage heroes. That's fine. These are more hot fixes that you can discuss on your own or read on your own. I really just want to get to the 2 cards that are big. Primarily, once this loads up. The game servers have been a little slow as of late. Let me try going back in here and see if I can get it to load up. Okay, well, this is different. Okay, I can explain to you what the oh, there we go. Show heroes. Okay, Advanced Despina. Pay any amount of mana, so she's got the same level requirement and mana requirement as her ability before. It is 3 turns a cooldown now, but pay any amount of mana. Search the enemy hero's deck for a creature with combined attack and hit points equal to that number, and put it on the field under your control. Shuffle the hero's deck. That means in order to steal your opponent's Lord Karthos, you have to pay 8 mana. To steal their Red Dragon, 10 mana. To steal their Entriel, 12 mana. It lets you search your opponent's deck for an answer. If you think they have an answer, say they've got a Lamp of Zephyr, I'm sorry, and you think, okay, they've got to be playing the Power Engineer, right? The Gnome. So I'm going to pay 3 mana, or 4 mana, and search their deck for a Gnome. Hey, look, it's a Gnome. Boom. I'm going to use their own power against them. And that's what I think is the real essence of this hero and this power. It takes away a lot of the RNG and replaces it with skill and knowledge. If you know what the odds are in your opponent's deck, if you know the meta and what is likely to be seen in decks, this hero skill rewards you for that. And that is amazing. That is good. You should reward players for being intelligent and being up to date on the meta, not punish them for it. Now, the other card I wanted to get to is the spell Ruination. Now, before, this destroyed an enemy hero's mana crystal and was seeing absolutely no play. Now, for 4 mana, 1 rage and 1 regular, each hero sacrifices 3 artifacts. Oh, that is big, because it's mass artifact removal. Now, it would be cool if it was spell and artifacts, but we're not going to talk about that. This makes Rage a bit more viable as a control color. It could be splashed in control decks other than just, playing 3 or 4 Fireball and a couple Dragonfires for removal and endgame blow your face off. This allows you to play it and actually impact the board immediately. This allows you to wipe out the Pillars of Unity, the Lamps of Zephyr. I did it again. I don't know why. It just completely changes up this card. It makes it playable, and I look forward to this card and Rage being used in more control and mid-range decks. Hey, it could be a one-of in Rage Rush, because it helps you knock out artifacts. It even hits artifact creatures, so it can make your opponent sacrifice 3 of the golems. Golems. I'm sorry, I'm just so blown away by this patch. I hope a deck gameplay video will be up in a little bit once I record it, but I just really wanted to talk about this patch because I love that the devs are listening to us. They changed something when we said we wanted it changed. they're listening to us and they lowered the level requirement for crafting. They made it so that the grind is less, or is easier for new players, and just this is the reason I love this game, because I feel like us as a community, the players as a community, actually have some kind of impact on what happens and how the game is run, and you just don't see that very often these days. Now, like I said, a gameplay video is coming. I just really wanted to do this update, guys. And as always, may the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.